baby. Oh, we burn down the road. Yeah, but we will burn, baby. Oh, we burning down the road. I'm a wheel burning, baby. This life never gets old. Come on, wheel burners. Yeah, burn with me. Come on, wheel burners. Yeah, burn with me. Oh, take a ride now on Wheelburner Express. Yeah, Wheelburner Express, baby.
Bad. What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Hey, Nick, good to see you, Brent. Rand McChucker. What's going on, Randall? Don, how the hell are you? Good to see you guys. Just, I should have taken care of this beforehand, but I was just going through. I wasn't just doing it now, but we were doing it, and I'm just finishing it. What's going on, Johnny? Oh shit, he's back. We just went through and took everybody, unblocked everybody. So it doesn't matter who you are. If you were blocked, you are no longer blocked. And we're gonna start this. We're gonna start this from scratch all over again. And this is the way this is how we're gonna do this. Everybody's open. Most of you have wrenches. You'll keep them. Nobody's blocked anymore. That's fine. You come in. If you're not blocked and you've been blocked and you're one of the people that comes in, you know what? If you want to be respectful, you want to come in and be respectful and hang out and talk and shoot the shit or whatever. I got no problem with that. You even want to argue? That's fine. You want to fucking discuss, you don't agree with something I'm saying? That's awesome as well. But the minute you get out of line, or you start insulting or getting out of line. Sorry, I'm trying to give Randall a wrench here. The minute any of you get out of line, we'll just turf you again. Okay, but what I'm doing here is we're just going from beginning here. Everybody's open. Let's start the channel good. I haven't been live in a while. I haven't been doing anything for a while. Let's leave this open and let's just have some fun with it. Let's get back to doing what I used to do. Talk about trucking, talk about trucks, talk about rates, talk about fuel mileage, talk about shit. Let's talk about music. Let's talk about the best bands in the world. Let's talk about Let's talk about this t-shirt. Let's talk about this t-shirt. Here you go. Here's one for you. Every single person in here, every single fucking guy in here. Not bad, eh, Wills? Not bad, eh? She's growing in, taking a little longer than I would have liked, but Cheap Freight Hauler, how you doing, brother? I was going through my t-shirts a couple hours ago. That's what I was doing, just going through my t-shirt collection. And right now, as it sits, I've got north of about 60 concert shirts. Now, that they're not all in my drawer, believe it or not, with the daughters running around the house. Some of them have found their way, around, right? So But then I come across this one. Now this one here, this isn't a concert shirt. It's just an old shirt. I don't know how old this shirt is. I don't know how long I've had it. Fleetwood Mac, agree with you, probably in the top 10, Quinn. I don't know how old the shirt is, but it's one of those that it's been so beat up, like it's got the bacon collar neck. It's got the, the flappy, but it's so comfortable. I can't throw it out. I went through every single t-shirt to decide what I was going to wear here. And this is what I chose. This piece of shit here. It's got it's even got, well, I don't know if you can see it. It's got a fucking hole in it right here. Another hole in it over here. It's like, I refuse to give this shirt up. It's like putting on a pair of like a comfort blanket. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Best bands in the world: Boston Styx, Tom Petty, Heartbreakers, AC/DC, and others. I think, Randall, I think I'm going to have to agree with your and others. And others. I'll give you the AC/DC. I can't stand Tom Petty. I can't stand Tom Petty. That's like Rush. Like, as soon as Tom Petty or Geddy Lee open their mouth and start singing, I lose it. I'm gone. You've lost me, dude. Can't listen to it. Karen, how you doing, baby? Karen Manthorn's walking through. But I'll give you AC/DC. Longevity. Plays, it doesn't matter what genre, whether the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or the 2000s. They play well in every generation and every decade. So I like AC/DC. I'm a big fan. I've seen them multiple times. So obviously plays on the freeway. Hey, what's going on? How you, man? How's your beard? Hopefully it's growing in better than mine. I've had a few little complications, but we are looking well. How dare I? What? You don't agree with me, Randall? Hey, we can agree to disagree. Snorlord OG, hello, what is this? How the hell are you, Steve? Wait a minute, dude. Aren't you supposed to be working? Anyway, I've just let's get back to what we're going to do with the job. We're, like, again, I said, we're wide open. Nobody's blocked. Everybody's got wrenches. If you're respectful, you can stay. If you're not, bugger off. And that's just the way we're going to go. Plays on the freeway, says ZZ Top. I would say ZZ Top is probably the best. Well, one of the best rock and roll bands in the world, obviously. But what the hell happened there? We froze. One of the best rock and roll bands in the world, obviously. But they are probably, with the exception of maybe Cream and Rush. I can't listen to Geddy Lee sing, but they are a fantastic band musically. They're probably one of the best trios in the world. L Yard, Quinn. What's L Yard? I think you're trying to say Leonard. Are you trying to go with Leonard Skinner? And I think that's where you might be going with that. So yeah, I would say that ZZ Top is in the realm of, you think about it, they've been around again, 60s, 70s, 80s. Queen rules. Karen, agree. They're, Freddie's in my top 5. Probably he's my number 1 for lead singers. I would say that Freddie is. Sorry, I'm stuttering. Love Freddie Mercury. I challenge anybody to go out with their voice and hit the range and the octaves that Freddie did. Nobody did. Freeway, you know what? Pink Floyd. I went through my Pink Floyd in the 80s. And I went through my, everybody went through in their 70s and the 80s. They went through the Zeppelin and the Floyd days, right? And then the Eagles, right? To mellow you out even a little bit more. I'm not going to say Pink Floyd isn't in my top. They are probably in my top 20. But I don't, for some reason, I don't know what it is. For me, I don't like them or I don't enjoy them as much as I used to. And I think that might be because of the removal of the mind-altering substances, right? I think that might have helped. I went and saw down at the planetarium in Toronto. It was the Laser Floyd show. They did Laser Zeppelin, Laser Floyd, and both of them were phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But I saw the Laser Floyd show straight, like absolutely straight, clean, sober, straight. It didn't have, for some reason, it didn't have the let's go on a journey effect that it did when, when I was tripping. So I don't know. Pink Floyd, although musically they're a great band. David Gilmour's awesome guitarist. Roger Waters, fantastic. I can listen to them if they come on the radio. I listen to them. I've got them. I've got them on my playlist. They're in my phone. But do I go out of my way to listen to Floyd, or would I sit there and listen to Dark Side of the Moon, sit in my chair with the lights off and listen to the whole Dark Side of the Moon? Hell no, it would put me to sleep. So that's my Floyd. Skynyrd, I can listen to. I've got every piece of Leonard Skynyrd probably ever written. Love Leonard Skynyrd. Absolutely love Leonard Skynyrd. I can listen to that band blast all day long. It didn't matter how bad they were playing, they still sounded good. That's how I love Leonard Skynyrd. Leonard Skynyrd and the Allman Brothers, right? Greg Allman playing that slide guitar. Awesome. Hold on a second. I could listen to all day long. And again, it doesn't matter how bad they were playing, it still sounded good to me. Loved it. Floyd had only one song. We could go real old school. Hey, Freeway, break it out. Break it out. I'll sit and talk old school music with anybody. I don't care who you are. Tolga, how the hell are you, man? Hell yeah, we are live and have some rock conversation. What is it about the time? Which is about time. Yeah, you're right. It's about time. You know what? I haven't had it in me to do anything. I've been trying to keep my shit together. I've been trying for the last week. I'm going back to work next week. Everything is good there. I'm not going to talk about my goddamn eyes anymore. They're fine. Okay. There's no more surgeries. Everything's fine. I got a couple little things that we're still working with, but there's nothing anybody can do. It's not a surgery. It's not a doctor. It's not a specialist. It's up to my brain. I've got a little bit of double vision, which is normal for what's going on here for the amount of surgeries I've had. And my brain will fix that. My brain will fix that. So that's all that is. So I'm going back to work next week, probably Sunday or Monday. And I spent a good part of the morning here trying to get a lot of that in order, right? Trying to get that set up so I can make a nice easy transition from sitting on my ass for the last 15 weeks, sitting on my ass, playing PlayStation to let's go back to work. Because I'll be honest with you, it's not going to be one of those, hey, let's go back to work and get back in and I'm going to go hammer down. I don't work that way. It's going to take me a good couple of days to make that transition, get back in, get things feeling, see how I feel, get the feel of the truck again. So that's kind of the way we're looking. Got a couple other things on the side that I'm kind of been looking at. Who knows? There may be something else new coming down the road. We just don't know. Just trying to keep, basically right now, I'm just trying to keep my mind busy. And I know I've been busy for the last couple of days. And when I'm not busy, it's bad because my brain goes, I got squirrel brain, right? I'm just absolutely going, and squirrel, and I can be off. And thank God, see, I just did it there. Sterling texted me this morning and he said something to me, just say how you doing, shooting the shit. And I think he could tell by the responses I was giving. It was like, okay, I got to call this guy, right? Because the response I gave was, I'm at the point right now at that hour. I'm at that point. I want to take everybody that I can see, everybody that I can visually see. I want to grab everybody by the head and smash all their fucking heads together. And then go sit in the corner and eat a large pizza by myself. Now that's where my head was this morning, trying to work and get shit done. So thank God for Sterling. he decided to pick up the phone, and it's good to sit and talk to somebody that's like-minded and half-witted and crazy, just like me. And I could sit and talk to him. So I shot the shit with him. He's on his way home, so he had a couple of hours, and I'm sitting at home, so I had a couple of hours, and it was good. It was good. It's good to get out of yourself. It's good to get it, just throw it out. I talked to Shannon Thomas the other day. She called to see how I was doing. There's a couple hours on the phone. Sterling's on the phone. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. My music of choice is country. Karen, I can listen to country. I can't listen to new country. I really can't. I hate to say it. New country is horrible. But if you want to stop somewhere in the late 70s, early 80s, I can listen to country. I got no problem with that. Nice to hear. Thanks, Steve. It's nice to be heard. Hopefully you guys might hear a little bit more if you want. If not, too fucking bad. I'm going to be out here talking anyway. Same here, Nick. DC is still my morning routine. Yeah, I can listen to AC/DC. Doesn't matter. Morning. If it was my alarm in the morning, I could do it. T21, what's going on, brother? How the hell are you? Good to see you. Post trip. Hey, my Canadian brother. Spectre, how the hell are you? I was talking about you to somebody the other day. It was good. It was good. I don't know if they mentioned that we were talking, but it's good. It's good to know you're still. Well, I know you're still out there. I'm looking healthy and well. Thank you very much. Hopefully we got a couple. You got the eye. Like I said, we got the eyes all sorted out. Couple other little things. We get the mouth in order and get that working properly. And the next month or next couple of months. Most important thing right now for me is get back to work. I've always emphasized to you guys. Always emphasized to you guys. As an owner operator, you've always got to have money put aside. And I've always said you always should have at least 3 months. 3 months of all of your expenses, everything. All of your operating expenses, right from your payroll to your truck, everything. 3 months. I am now going to correct myself. You should have at least 6 months. Now you're sitting there going, "Oh, Brian, that's impossible." It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's hard to get that kind of jack in the bank. It really is. But let me tell you something. I had enough money, right? Because I was only supposed to be off for 4 weeks. 4 weeks is all I was supposed to be off. I wasn't supposed to be off for fucking 15 or 16 weeks, right? Now, I had enough money easily cover a month. And then the retina's fucking failed. And next thing you know, we're having surgeries and Now we're into 8 weeks. Then we're into fucking 12 weeks and there's no money coming in, right? Now, God bless a lot of you because there was quite a few of you that threw for cash apps and threw money like that at us to help us out. And believe it or not, it didn't matter if it was fucking $2 or $20. It helped and we appreciated it. Thank you. But now we're past the 3 month mark, right? And the money is gone. Now, lucky for me, I'm going back to work. But what I'm going to say to you guys is make sure when you're an owner operator, when you get to the point when you start putting money away, things are going good. When times are good and you're making money and times are rolling and you're rolling in the bank and you've got bank, you don't need a new Hellcat. You don't need a new boat. You don't need a new skidoo. You don't need a new fucking jet ski. You don't need a new motorcycle. You know what you need? You need 6 months worth of freaking operating costs. I'm not going to call it savings. It's 6 months worth of operating costs sitting in the bank. Once you've got that, go buy your new skidoo. Go buy your sled. Go buy your shit. Go buy your toys, right? Don't think you're going to make it on 3 months because unless your operating costs are really, really, really low. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. My operating costs are low. My fixed costs are in the basement for my business. My operating costs are ridiculously low. My home expenses are fairly low. And that's why we've been lucky. But in a down market, did I have much money in the bank as I would have liked? No. Did I pay for it? Sure. Will I pay for it again? Hell no, I will not. Will not pay for that again. That is not a mistake I will make again. And it's not really necessarily a mistake. I didn't make a mistake, right? When the market is low, times are slow, the truck's not running, the truck's not generating the money that we're accustomed to. You know what? It's hard. It's hard to get that bank. It's hard to get the so many cents. You know, we put 11 cents a mile aside for this. 11 cents a mile goes aside every Friday. 11 cents a mile comes right off. Bam, right off. Bam. But if your miles are down, right? If you're doing 3,500 miles a week, and then all of a sudden you're doing fucking 12, 15, 1,800. So there goes your 11 cents a mile. That gets cut aside. That gets put aside as well. You're not making the same savings. You're not saving it. So it's difficult. It's easy for me to sit here and say to do, but it's very difficult to actually do it. So I don't want anybody to think that, oh yeah, look at it's so easy for. No, it's not. It's not. Nick, I got a PS4. Sorry. As soon as I get a job working for Spectre like you, right, and make that big bank, then you know what? I might be able to move up to a PS5. But for now, I'm just but a humble truck driver up in Canada with my PS4. CCR. Oh, look at this. Here we go. We hit it here. CCR, AC/DC, and believe it or not, Canned Heat on the playlist, and I'm going to play right now since a few hours. Great time to jump into conversation. CCR, all about it. Love John Fogerty. Never saw CCR, obviously, as a band, but I have seen John Fogerty by himself, solo. Who did I see? Believe it or not, I saw John Fogerty. He opened up for Levon Helm. Any of you know who Levon Helm is? He was the drummer and the primary singer of the band, and that was a hell of a concert. But John Fogerty was fantastic. I would love to see that. CCR is on my play. They are all over my playlist. Okay, all over my playlist. Oh yeah, say New Country as a term horrible as hell. Oh yeah, I can't listen to New Country. Big Shannon Thomas fan. You know what? We all are, Randall. We all are, and there's no reason not to be. Everybody's agreeing with you. Love Shannon. What's going on? They give me goosebumps every time. Well, you're not talking about me. Connor Bedard is the only Canadian I want to take advice from. Hey, there's a boy from northern Minnesota. You got ice yet there, boy? You fishing? What are you doing? I know what you're not. I watched you actually, I watched you last. I hate to say it, but I was watching a video of yours last night and I fell asleep. Sorry. It happens. I'm not going to sit there and say like I got the most interesting videos all the time either. I grew up listening to my mom and uncles playing with them songs. That's primarily where a lot of us did, right? I listened to my dad, right? Listened to like a lot of like Bob Seger. But then, there was a mix. You listen to like Bob Seger, Rod Stewart, all that kind of shit. But my dad did Leonard Skinner, the Allman Brothers, the Doobies. That was a genre my dad really kind of liked. But my dad also had a country side, and my dad was Hank Jr., Merle, Willie, Waylon, Hank Sr., a lot of that. My dad was very much. So my brother and I grew up in a well-rounded, blended music. At any given time, you'd walk in the house and there could be anything playing. My mom was a complete fucking disco freak. Okay. If my dad was a cop, so he'd work shifts, right? So if my mom was home on a Friday night, and all of a sudden, my dad's not home, you'd walk in and you'd have Donna Summer and the Bee Gees and I just threw up in my mouth. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. It was a terrible time. It was terrible time. I couldn't listen to it. I'm waiting for my PS10. Oh, you are you? Good luck with that. You'll be waiting a while. I'm nothing but a humble small carrier trying to take care of my guys. Yes, you are. And I want to be one of them. And we are going to talk about something. C. Walker, would you suggest someone get LASIK? Dude, don't take your advice from me because you know what? I've not had a good time of this. Okay, I'm not. I started out with simple cataracts, like getting the simple cataract surgery. I started out with that. And I went from having that to next thing I knew, I had, a retina detached while I was in the truck on the highway down in Ohio. And then 10 days later, I had the second retina detached. Like my eyes have gone to shit. See, Walker, I've had 9 now. In 15 weeks, 15 or 16 weeks, I've had total of 9 eye surgeries. I am the wrong guy to ask. Man, find somebody that's had a good experience with it and see what they think. Because I did before I went into the operating room the very first time I did my due diligence and did that. But what I suggested, again, bro, I could be the wrong guy to be asking here. I really could. Do your homework. Do your homework. Make sure you find. Don't get the cheap. If you're an American, don't go with the cheapest. Oh, this is the least amount that my insurance will cover or whatever. Don't do that. Okay. Don't go with the cheapest because that's all you can afford. If that's all you can afford, then wait and save up your money. Don't do it. Okay. I'm not saying that's what I did. In Canada, I don't have to worry about that. Right. I went from optometrist to eye doctor to specialist to surgeon, and I didn't get a bill for any of it. I didn't pay for any of it. Even the surgery I had, down in Ohio at where was that? At Drexner Medical, Ohio State, whatever, University Drexner Medical Facility. I didn't get a bill for that either. So I don't have to worry about, okay, I got to go through the options and pick the cheapest, but I do have the options of picking the one I want based on reviews and this and that. And that's what we did. And it still didn't work out. Still didn't work out for me. The post trip, don't be humble like that, sir. You already know the market and compare yourself even with the mega carriers, and you'll see the difference by yourself. You think Spectre's Spectre's post trip is a mega carrier? You think he's competing with the mega carriers? I don't know if he is. I also like Dr. Hook. Oh my God, Karen, don't do that. Don't do that. What are you doing? I thought we were friends. I gotta take that down. Take that down. You're hurting my eyes, Karen. You're hurting my eyes. My biggest worry now is when I go back to work is the truck. Now I've got my boy Jeremy, who lives up by the yard. He's been every couple of weeks or so. He goes in, starts the truck, toodles it around, and then parks it again, lets it, just to keep everything happy. But I don't know about you guys. I've never had the best luck in the world when it comes down to, okay, my truck is now sat. Now, it hasn't sat for fucking 16 weeks, but realistically it has. It hasn't pulled a load. It hasn't been put under load. It hasn't, My biggest thing is I'm going to get everything going, get in the truck, grab my trailer, get my load, get down the road. 9 minutes over the border, the check engine light's going to come on. I'm going to get derated. It's just my luck. That's just the way shit happens with me. Hopefully I'm wrong. But it's just the way my luck goes. It really does. Spectre takes good care of his guys. Yeah, I know, Nick. I know. Spectre is a hell of a guy. I got a lot of respect for him. Not many in this business I do. He's one of them. Don't know why. I don't know why. I think he somehow or another pulled the wool over my eyes. Mr. B's and T's. Howdy from North Carolina. How the hell are you, my friend? There's another one that checks in on me. Mr. B's is like my southern mother from North Carolina. Emails. There are more emails in my inbox from Mr. B's than from all of my business and everything else combined. How the hell you doing? They'll send me something to look at or to read or something like that. I think he's more busy. He's more concerned with keeping my brain occupied and keeping me busy so that I don't go squirrely. I think that's what he's actually trying to do. And it's working. I appreciate it. Did Dar tell you our good news? No, Karen, she didn't. Or maybe she did. I'm sorry. You know what? Like I said earlier, my head's been like a bag of squirrels, right? So if she told me something a couple of days ago in passing and this and that, I don't. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. I didn't know. But please feel free to let me know. It's not about competing, sir. It's all about caring about the people. That's why I was saying in general, having a small team gives advantage like this also. It does. I know that. I think if I was saying hi to Mr. Beast, I think if I was in a position right now, like if I had the position, I'd probably run myself up to about a 15 or 16 truck fleet, and that's where I'd stop. Right there is where I'd stop. I would not want to go much over that. And the reason being is anything over that, I'm now employing heavier office staff and heavier maintenance costs and heavier shop and I'm having to get more of in a market right now, whereas I don't think I can sustain that. I think a 15 truck fleet can easily in this market sustain itself. It can work. It can cover itself. If you've got 15 trucks and let's say you got one breaks or two trucks are down, 13 trucks can easily cover 15. That's not a problem. That's not an issue. I think 15 or 16 trucks is a really nice number to sit at. I don't know what Spector's at. I don't know how many trucks he's got in his fleet, but that's what I would do. I don't think I would have grand illusions. If I won the lottery tomorrow and had like $600 million, I still wouldn't go out and have a 100 truck fleet. Still wouldn't do it. I know your story. I watched. With the luck you've had, I want to stick with my glasses. You were lucky you saved your vision. See, Walker, you are absolutely right. I don't know how lucky I do know how lucky I am. I'd like to believe how lucky I am. My vision, and here's what's going on right now. If I cover either eye, my vision is perfect. 20/20, right? So if I cover this eye and I look out of the right eye, perfect vision. If I cover this one, perfect vision. Now the problem is when they put your retinas, they reattach them to the back of your eyeballs. It's not perfect the way God made your eyeballs. Nothing is ever perfect when they put it back on. There's always going to be a slight misalignment. There's nothing they can do about that. So what happens with the slight misalignment is you get your vision back crystal clear. I can look out that window. I'll read the street sign down the street, down the road, down that. But if I open both eyes, I have slight double vision. Very slight, not a lot to hinder me. I can drive but very, very, very slight. I can read signs. I'm fine. But it's there. And the way that they can't fix that. I guess they can with glasses. There's a type of glasses where it will realign, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to do that with me. Mine is so slight that they're saying what will happen is your brain will readjust. Your brain will train itself to fix that for you, and you'll be fine. It's sort of like those people that have a lazy eye, one that's there and one that's here. I'm trying to be polite about that. I don't know how else to say that, but and I was asking somebody I know that has that. How do you figure out which eye are you looking at? Of that one, or this one? And over enough time, your brain trains itself to look out, use the eye that's there. So what's going to happen is eventually over time, my vision will clear up and my double vision will go away. And if it doesn't, then they've got another set of glasses. God damn it. I guarantee you by the time I'm 60, I'm going to have great big fucking Coke bottle glasses like this. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong, but it could be. Who goddamn well knows. But thanks for watching, Walker. I really appreciate that, man. Mr. V saying hi to Tolga. Some keys don't work in the keyboard. Get ready for more typos because it's besides my English level. Uh-oh. Tolga, it's okay, man. Say whatever you want to say in any language. We'll figure it out. Grandbaby number 8 is on the way for July. Jesus, age jumping Joseph and Mary Karen. Number 8. God, you are way ahead of the race in this one. Way ahead of the race. I'm telling you. Mr. B is doing pretty well, sir. Thank you. Thanks for asking. How about you, Tolga? Oh, sorry, Karen. Congratulations to both you and Alan. I know, I'm saying congratulations to you. Pass on the congratulations, because let's be honest, like, you don't really have much to do with it. They kind of figured it out. Toga, you know more English than half these bastards in here. Nick, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm tempted to call Tolga and let him come in and take over for me. He could probably do a better job talking than I can at this point. I'm going to have the rest of my teeth taken out. Got a bad infection going on. I know the feeling. Mr. B's, I know the feeling. Let me tell you, brother, I know the feeling. It sucks balls. It really does. I'm at the point right now. Where the gums are healed. Everything is good. We would have moved on the mouth if it wasn't for the eyes. I can only handle one natural disaster at a time, right? I'm sorry. Like, you got a tsunami coming in, you don't worry about a fucking earthquake. Well, sorry. So I've taken care of the eyes now. Now it's the mouth. So yeah, we're working on that. Sounds like using NVG too much, wheel burners. That's what I'm dealing with since years actually. Sounds like using the NVG too much. Tells NVG. Somebody translate for Tolga, please. Can we get a translator to aisle 2? Going to look like Bubbles from 2. Yeah, no shit, eh? Lady Boomer. My God, woman, where have you been? Where the hell have you been? Our 8th grandbaby is due in May. Congratulations, Boomer. Congratulations. You guys are all killing it. Grandbabies. Well, I say you guys again. I mean, like, obviously Boomer and Karen, like, you didn't have anything to do with the creation of the babies, but congratulations to you. Here I am sitting there going, Jesus Christ, Boomer, where have you been? But I haven't really been out there and around. You could have been there. How the hell would I know, right? Lady Boomer, hi, Brian and Dar. Believe it or not, Dar's at work. So, again, I've been left unsupervised. It's not a bad thing. Really, it's not. Most of the time. Most of the time. I don't know what's going on. Here we go. Here. I'm not going to pin it. I'm just going to throw it up there. I've done it once already, but anybody wants to shoot the shit, we can talk about music, talk about trucks. We are not, because we got some very nice ladies in the house, we are not going to talk about that. We're going to keep it somewhat straight and civil today. I say tonight. It's 3 o'clock where I am. I don't know where everybody else is. NVG means night vision goggles. Okay. A little gift from my military. Dude, I could have used those the other night. Dara left me sleeping on the couch. Jesus Christ. I fell asleep on the couch. We both fell asleep on the couch. She gets up, buggers off to bed, and leaves me there. 3:30 in the morning, I get up. No lights are on. Okay, I kick a cat by mistake. I kick a cat. Then I step on one of those weasel things that makes a shitload of noise. I made more noise walking the 30 yards from the living room where I fell asleep to the bedroom. You would think a 26 float parade had just come through my house, right? You would think, but oh my God. So I could have used night vision goggles, believe me. I only have 2 kids. My daughter is on her 5th. Holy Jesus. They figured out what causes that, eh? You might want to pass that on, Boomer. They figured out how that works. Jesus. You've been around. Well, you know what? That's again, you may have been around, but I guess I haven't really. I think my last live was like 3 weeks ago, and I haven't put out any content, obviously. We're gonna see what we're gonna see what we're gonna do. We're gonna see what we want to do with the content part of the channel. Once I get moving and once I get situated and get acclimatized back to work. I have the apartment to myself after having Alan home for a month. Well, you know how Dar feels then. Dar's had me home for over 3 months. So I'm telling you right now, she's I think I'll speak honestly. She's rather pleased that I'm going back to work. She's got no desire to see me. If I'm still at home on Monday, she's not going to be a happy woman. I can promise you that. Will, bouncing down the 401, you ain't missing nothing, dude. I hate that fucking highway. I truly do. I hate that highway. I hate that highway probably more than I hate the 90 going through Chicago. I hate the 401. It's just not a highway that is, and there's no good stretch of it. Will Burner, I was the same way. I was the same when I had my first experience in the forest, but sir, in my forest hut, sir. But fortunately, there was no cat. Well, I didn't step on the cat. I just hit the cat. I hate doing it because they're Devons and they're small. So if you hit one, here. Here's the Devon here. Okay. They're small. They're not big cats. But they're soft. They've got a feeling like no other feeling. It's like taking I don't know. They're really cool cats though, and they behave more like bloody dogs than they do cats. Woo! What the hell is going on with you, man?
Not much. Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay, hopefully I got an answer.
I had a cataract before?
Yeah, I had cataracts in both eyes.
Well, I had mine already. Like 4 months ago, I went to get my new glasses.
Yeah.
And I had a new one on, and they had put a new one. They said, "Hey, this is weird. I can't see this." You said, "Come on in and let me check it." They found out I had a cataract.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, you got to be shitting me." That's why my eyes keep on down like this, back and forth. They're clear,
right.
Not clear, clear. It's just weird. I can't understand.
My cataracts, because the cataracts that I had were severe. I started to have like a white film across both eyes.
Yeah.
It was like looking through a dirty windshield, right? You know what I'm saying? Like a dirty window. So I had a white film, and then my prescription kept changing. Like every couple of weeks, I couldn't, I'd be reading and then I couldn't read. I had to change. So my cataracts, my vision was extreme. It went from okay to absolutely garbage in the span of about 90 days. It was really, really bad. So, but then when they did the cataracts, and one of the things they warn you when you do cataracts is that it does put you in a higher chance of having other problems, like retina problems, small retina tears. Like if you have a retina tear, they can fix that with lasers, right? But I had a full detachment on both bloody eyes, so
wait.
I'm not going to say.
What my doctor told me. What my doctor told me, say you need to wear the contact. You need to move your glasses out because your cataract is too much to speed back and forth. I've been wearing a contract. I just started like a year ago, and I did. I told him the question. It's just kind of weird. I have a hard time to see to drive. My left eye, my right eye is just clear. It's 100%. Nothing wrong with my right eye. It's fine.
Right.
I asked him a question. I get a rainbow. It's kind of weird rainbow sprinkle, like a sprinkle.
Right.
And I told him I got up a well. I closed my eye. 15 minutes. I calmed down and I get clear. That's what I did.
Really? See, I didn't get that. I got like light, like even with my eyes closed, I would get light flashes, and it would usually be in the upper corner up here on both eyes, right? It'd be like, even if my eye, like say I'm looking at you out of the corner of that eye up there, it would almost be like somebody took a flashlight, flashed it in my eyes, and then took it away. And it was random. It would just happen, and it would happen even if my eyes were closed.
Okay.
Like, even though I was closed, I could be laying on the couch with my eyes closed, and with somehow or another, you'd see flashes. And then I knew I was in deep shit when I opened my eyes, and I had, like, out of this eye here, or this eye here, it started. I had all these shit floating around, like little black dots floating around. And that was the actual retina tearing. And then I knew it all went to shit, obviously, when the retina tore and came right off, when I just lost vision in the eye, right? It was just like, boop. And that's how fast it happened.
You know, it's funny. Like 6 months ago, my wife was saying to me, I took my glasses off, and my eye was weep. And she said, "What the hell's wrong with your eye, Sean?" I said, "I don't know. It's weird, but I can't see. It's crooked. I could see one straight. It was crooked." And she said, "Oh, you better go see the eye doctor."
Yeah.
And we did. And then she said, we were the eye doctor said nothing wrong with there. I said, they could put it that wide.
Yeah.
And I just found out I had a cataract.
Yep.
And he said, "Your insurance not going to pay for it. It costs a lot of money. You're not ready yet." I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
You will get the damage to your eye cataract. You're going to be getting really hurt your eyeball, inside the eyeball.
Right.
That scares me. I'm worried about that.
I was told that with cataracts, they don't do it as soon as they discover you've got cataracts. They don't do it right away, right? For some reason, they wait till it gets ridiculously bad, and then they do it. And I never asked why. I should have. Mine was bad, so I didn't have to worry about it. But I still need glasses. Like these, I need to read. Right? If I take the glasses off, like my screen right now is fuzzy. Everything in front of me is fuzzy. So I still need glasses to read. All of the eye surgeries I did, all it did was correct my regular vision for distance, for driving, and all that kind of shit. But I still need readers. I still need all of that.
Yeah, like a Bible. Like a Bible, you read it. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear a contract yesterday all day. I feel good. It calmed down me a little bit because I'm taking a break. Now I'm wearing my regular glasses. I hate it. You know, I hate it. You get dirty, fuzzy. That's why it bothers me. My eyes gets bothered me, hurt, pain. It's like a little bit pain with your glasses on. I hate it. I mean, a headache.
Yeah, well, that's what happens with these. If I wear these too long, like if I was, say we did a live, say I was here for, I don't know, 8 hours, I'd have a screaming headache after 8 hours of wearing these. I can't do it. It's the same headache I get from guard dog every once in a while.
Yeah. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. You hope your eyes see better. I'm happy for you. You know, what they think about you all the time. I know you had a surgery with bad shape. Holy shit. Get the hell out of me.
You know, when you're thinking about, okay, I'm gonna go to work, or I'm gonna be off for 4 weeks, and then your 4 weeks turns into, 7, then turns into 10, and then turns into 12, and like today's Wednesday, so this coming Friday I'm in the 15th week. So starting after Saturday will be the 16th week. For fuck's sakes. When you're thinking about like just the mind fuck I've had to go through, of getting, okay, I've got this done. We did this surgery. Okay, I'm good to go. No. Okay, we do this surgery, get good to go. Let's get it fixed. Let's go back to work. No, it's like, Jesus Christ, every single time, we get wound up, we get ready to go, we're good to go, something happens. It's like, I was talking with a friend of mine, he goes, you must have been a real bad fuck when you were younger, because Karma's kicking you in the dick, and she just keep on kicking, right? Every single time. Like, hopefully we're done. Like, let's just go back to work. Let's go back to work. I think I just want to get out of fuck money. I just want to get out of the house.
Yeah. You say you go back to working next week? You say you go back to working next week?
Sunday or Monday.
Good.
Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, that's good. Good. I just
Dude,
stop by, say hi to you, just ask you questions about the cataract. You know, this bothers me. It scares
I
me. You know what
appreciate
I
that,
mean?
man. I see you all over the
Yeah,
place. Everybody's walking up and down the streets
yeah,
of the YouTube world. And so it's good to see you.
yeah.
I see you all over the place, but you know what? It's good to talk to you. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate
Yep,
that, man.
no problem. I'm glad you're doing good, 100%, and you're doing great. You're doing good, healthy. Man, it's a nice Santa Claus beer coming. Crispin,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Almost there. Almost there. I need
I
another
start
month
grow
or
beer
so.
now. I'm just starting my grow beer like a month ago. I said, fuck
So
it, the winter time coming.
you started too
You know
late,
what I
man.
mean?
This is
Yeah.
from when we shaved them off way back from
I
that.
know. I remember that. I remember.
Still,
I
he's
was
not even
watching
a
you
minute
and you
in.
shave it off.
Dude,
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out and say hi to you. You know, I'm happy you're doing good. You're doing good, healthy. Keep
uh,
yourself. Be safe. All right,
thanks,
brother.
Sean.
I'll talk to you later.
Take
All
it
right.
easy, brother. Be good.
Yep. Bye bye.
Later, bro. T21, 69, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He's been with us for a long time as well. Ooh, knock on a piece of wood, Johnny. God damn it! If there's not a single piece of wood in this fucking house that I haven't knocked on yet, I'm telling you. Ah, Grubel, hey, been a while. Nice to see you and all. Nice to see you, Brian, and all. You know what? Nice to see you. Um, Again, same as where have you been? Where have you been? Things have changed a lot. My grandfather had a detached retina and spent a year in bed. Jesus, that's horrible. That's horrible. Um, I had both of them. Both of them come off. So it's just not something that's. It's. I don't wish it on my worst enemy. And it's one of those things that because they filled both when they did the surgery to put the retinas back on. They have to fill your eyes with a gas. And this eye was filled with an oil, and this eye was filled with a gas, and that gas fills your eyeball and holds the retina in place. And they told me, and they were very honest with me, and they said, with the amount of surgeries and everything you've had and the problems you've had, when the gas, because the gas and the oil, it will go away by itself over time. That's designed to do that. They said, when you are done and the bubbles are gone, what you have is what you have. You could have nothing, or you could have 20%. You could have whatever. They wouldn't even give me a number. And I'm lucky. I am lucky that I've got what I've got. I'll be honest with you. 100% lucky. There are horror stories of people, like Boomer, that where your grandfather was in bed for a year. But on the other hand, when they tell you something like that, the first thing that goes through my mind is, oh, for fuck's sakes, really? Come on. If I had to choose between all of my senses, don't take my vision. Chop off a hand, take my hearing. I'd go deaf. Chop off a hand, smell, but whatever. Don't take my goddamn eyesight. Of all of them, the worst thing you could do to me would be to take my eyesight. And yeah, I was panicking. At one point, I was seriously panicking over, okay, I'm going to lose my eyesight. I'm going to go blind. I'm going to be blah, 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 blah. It's like, thank God I had some good people, calling me, phoning me, talking me off the ledge, because at one point I was convinced I'm going blind. I'm going to be sitting in my chair. I'm going to be that guy, walking through Walmart. No, I was actually going to, I was concerned. So if you don't think for a minute that I don't know how fortunate I am or how lucky I am, or depending on your faith, or how blessed I am, whatever you want to call it. Don't think for a minute I don't know, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a trip. The reason they delay cataract surgery is because of complications. But you know what? You could be right. You could be right. I don't know. Peace out at T21 and come back to the chat. Oh, I'm sure he'll be around. Good seeing you, Tolga. Lady Boomer, you too for sure, ma'am. Ma'am, I love Tolga. Sir and ma'am. If your brain doesn't retrain your eye in another 2 months, I got a perfect a doctor for you. He was able to save my eyesight 9 years ago when a tire blew up in my face. Butch, they're saying, well, they're saying it, and I'll go again. We're talking about like doctors, right? But it shouldn't take that long. My brain should be able to do this. And if in a million years it doesn't work, they've got corrective glasses that will. I'm not a big fan of that, of thinking about that, but you know, if that's what it is. But I am going to ask you, now that you've said that, what did he do for you? And don't say he took a baseball bat up to the side of your head and knocked your vision straight. I'd believe that. I truly would. I'd believe that in a heartbeat. On the other hand, right, I'm sitting here going, okay, well, they're saying your brain is gonna do this and correct this for you. I think we're asking a lot of the brain in my case, right? Guys, like I burnt off a lot of cells. The hard drive does not have a lot of room left on it, right? So I think it's a big ask when you're going, okay, we need you to straighten, could be Brian's brain, we need you to straighten out the eyesight. So we'll see how it turns out. Like I said, right now, it's very minimal, very minimal. Like I'm trying to focus on something on the screen, but you guys can't see it anyway. But you know, if I'm looking at my nose, right, on the screen right now, it's a slight, like I say double vision, but it's not really double vision. It's just a slight fuzziness or whatever. I can still see. I'm fine. It's not a problem. And like I said, it's correcting itself. It is what it is. I'm not going to argue with it. I'm lucky. I'm going to take it for what it is. I really am. Well, I'm at an hour here, so I'm actually 30 minutes longer than I really wanted to be here. I was actually just coming in to just say hi, say what's going on, talk about t-shirts, talk about bands, talk about trucks, talk about, I can't get comfortable in this chair. I don't know what it is. There's something going on between the back, that spot, that space between right where your lower back and the top of your ass. I just can't. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't get comfortable. Can't get comfortable. Huh. Once I got my eyesight back, he started me on eye drops and special contact lenses. Well, Butch, I'm down to, what have I got now? Prednisone. I've been taking 4 different eye drops. And as they run out, one's an antibiotic, one's an anti-inflammatory, one is the prednisone, and as they run out, now this is the last one, and this is the last bottle of this. And when this one runs out, then all my prescriptions are done. So, but I've been taking four eye drops. Funny enough, and here's something funny to. Before I started with all this eye surgery bullshit, I couldn't put eye drops in my eyes. I was that kid in high school that showed up stoned. You knew I was stoned because my eyes were red and bloodshot because I couldn't put eye drops in. I never could. I could never do it myself. I used to wince and fucking bitch and moan, and when doctors or nurses or whatever would put now, oh shit, I could take a garden hose to my eyeballs now. It wouldn't bother me a single goddamn bit now. I honestly thought I would never see my daughter again after it happened. She was 3 years old when it happened. Jesus Christ, that would be scary. That would be scary. I'm fortunate. Actually, my biggest deal would be I've seen all my kids, right? 7 kids. Or 7 kids. What the fuck am I talking? Well, there's 7 grandkids, but I've got 5 of them, my 5 kids. I've seen them all. I'm lucky. If anything was to go wrong for me, it would be that I would miss the grandkids, right? I wouldn't be able to see the grandkids. That would be a piss off. Woo! Truth seekers in the house. Hope you're minding your P's and Q's. We're Real Burner. I would hate to put you back on Front Street. Well, as you can see, everybody's unblocked. Would hate to see you put back on Front Street. Damn. Who's putting me on Front Street? Wow. You can elaborate on that, Seeker, if you want to. Man, that shit scares me. My ma is supposed to have it. My ma is supposed to have it done. Now she is second guessing it. Johnny, let me tell you. If I would have thought for a minute that I was going to go through this to keep my vision, I probably would have done it. Would I be happy of it? No. Am I happy about it now? No, hell no. Would I do it again? There's got to be another way. I would do it again, but there's got to be another way. Babu Verk, why are you on the road, Brian? Dude, I will be on the road Sunday or Monday. Sunday or Monday. I have been off the road for 15 weeks, right? So I am now going back to work. Thank the Lord. Thank God. Thank anybody. I'm telling you. Is Front Street a lot lizard corner? Well, Johnny, not where I live. Not where I live. You can stand on the corner all day long. You ain't catching a lot lizard here, but I can take you into Toronto. We can hook that up. The eye drops he used on me, we had stimulants and dilators. That's what I had. Yeah, one was a dilator. What the hell was that? I'm not a Pacta, man. Jesus Christ. I had a whack of them, like I said. Prednisone's the last one, though. Thank God for benefit. Thank God for good benefit plans. Let me tell you, Butch, when you're pumping when you're pumping 4 of these a day, every 2 hours at one point, then it went to every 4 hours. And it's still like this one here, still every 4 hours. But when you were pumping through that many, I don't know how many bottles of eye drops we went through. It was ridiculous, the amount of eye drops we went through. Insane. Make sure you share where you will be running so we can stay out of the way. Well, Johnny, just stay on the road. Stay off the sidewalk, dude. If you stay off the sidewalk, you should be all right. Let me think. I'll probably be Upper New York State, hopefully, right? This is what I was trying to get fixed up today. Hopefully, Upper New York State. If not, it's going to be the East Coast. I'm going to be up and down the East Coast. So I'm going to be Jersey, Baltimore, New York, PA, New York State, probably. And then I'm going to try to stay off. I'm going to try to stay off the general board for flatbeds. If I can, I'm going to try to stay off just so I don't have to throw any chains and hooks and shit like that, straps. But if I do, then all of our flatbeds, they run west, right? So they're going to be running Iowa, Wisconsin, that kind of shit. So tell you what, Johnny, every Monday or every Sunday when I leave the house, I'll send you a message to where I'm going. I know where you are because I was texting you yesterday. So I know what area of the country you're in. So you're safe. You're safe. You got to hook back up to some B trains or a flatbed to get that back whipped back into shape. You know what, flatbedder, you're right. You're right. Right now, I'm just not there. You know what? With my eyes, and it does make sense but I don't want to. I don't want to listen to it, but it does make sense. So I do have to listen to the doctor. Apparently, every time, like for example, like when you smoke a cigar or when you smoke a cigarette, or every time you take a draw on something, it causes an internal vacuum in your head. You don't know it. You don't feel it. If you're a smoker, you don't even know it. But when you've got retinas that are in your eyes that are sensitive, you can't do that. It also works the same way when you exert yourself. When you exert yourself, when you throw something or when you're pulling chains first thing you do, you have a tendency to hold your breath. When you do that, you're putting an internal pressure on the inside of your head. And again, you're fucking with your retinas. You don't know it. A healthy person, it doesn't affect you. But somebody that's got messed up eyeballs. So for the next little while, we're going to stay off the flatbeds. But I agree with you. I agree with you there, Dick. I gotta get back into it. Now, don't get me wrong. I haven't been sitting idle. I'm not in bad shape. I've been able to keep the weight and the physique, and it's not like in the last 15 weeks I've turned into a great big fat fuck, and I've been sitting here, turning into just a big slimy fuck or something like that. I'm still okay. It's just I don't know what it is today. Whether Dar leaving me on the couch, sleeping on the couch last night, screwed with my back, I don't know. Could be. By the way, on the road again, playing right now, and but they can't eat for your honor, sir. Cheers. Thanks, Toga. I do appreciate that. The contacts they used on me had to be changed every 72 hours and were $600 a pair, and had to do it almost 9 months. Holy shit. I'll take the fuzzy vision. Changed every 72 hours. $600 a pair, dude. That's a little more than I really want to be spending on eyeballs. Not that if I had no choice, of course I would. Really, I would. But Jesus, here prepping. Oh, here we go. Everybody, get ready. Karen's about to tell us what the fuck she's making Alan for dinner tonight. And if you haven't eaten, get ready. It's going to be good. Here prepping Alan's supper, making honey glazed salmon fillets with baked potatoes and glazed. Karen, go away. Jesus Christ, go away. Garda, you thank the Lord. No, you can't thank the Lord. The Lord doesn't like you, Johnny. Curdy, dirty Curdy, what the hell's going on, son? How the hell are you, boy? I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks. I'm glad you're okay. Hopefully you're doing well. K Ford, what's up, Brian? Just showing up. What I missed, dude. We're just talking about eyeballs. We're talking about trucks. We're talking about concert T-shirts. We're talking about Ford. Throw up your favorite all-time your 3 all-time favorite bands. If you're new, you missed it, so we're gonna get you. I need your 3 all-time favorite bands, whether they be country, rock. Just don't say alternative. If it's alternative, just stroll on by and go find another channel. I don't want to see Depeche Mode on there. But since you got here late, you got to throw your 3 best bands up there. Curtis Hawk, glad you're back for $2.79, dude. For $2 right now, you don't want to know what I'd do for $2.79. Curtis, the legend. Here you go, Tolga. Don't do that to him. Do not do that to him, man. I'm telling you right now, you can hurt Curtis real bad. Call me Cooley. I was in on you. Last night there, Cooley. Nice. I didn't say much, but I liked what you were doing with your boys. You seem to have a good tight knit group of guys you were in there with. I agreed with some of the things, or actually, I'll be honest with you. I agreed with a lot of the stuff you were saying. Some of it we can agree to disagree, but I guess that's what we're all out here for. But I really enjoyed your live last night. And for some reason, I don't know why. Like, I am subbed to you, and I didn't get your notification till actually I don't think I got your notification. I was just going through YouTube, and there it was. Right, it was showing, and so I grabbed them, and I checked my. I don't know what it is. YouTube's been YouTube. I don't know what the hell the deal is. But keep doing what you're doing, brother. I really enjoyed your show last night. Thanks for acknowledging my comments. Anytime you want to shoot the shit and you want to talk trucking, you want to talk numbers, you want to talk math. I am an absolute, talk to anybody that knows me. I run my business with the motto that math doesn't lie. Experience works. Trucking experience helps. Attitude helps. But at the end of the day, the math doesn't lie. And that's that's business. I'm not talking about personal. Anyway, Cooley, thanks for popping in, brother. Brian, at this point, you'll pull a muscle trying to raise the landing gear, dude. I'd pull I'd probably give myself a hernia fucking tying up my work boots, for Christ's sake, Curtis. Never mind that. Everyone's saying hi. Tolga saying hi to Cooley. Love concert t-shirts. Yeah, I was just saying that I'm probably north of probably 50 now. I was organizing my closet earlier, and besides the ones that I have and the ones that the daughters have all rated, and I'm probably north of about 50 different 50 t-shirts. Pops, I'm doing good, working hard, learning a lot. Good for you, boy. Good for you. I'm so glad, Curtis. I really am. Okay, Ford, here we go. I'm going to assume these are not in any particular order. These are just the top three, if any one of them. Priest, Metallica, AC/DC. Hear ya. On board. Love it. Go. Love it. Anybody else that didn't do it earlier, throw up your top. Actually, throw up your top. Give me your top three or your top five. And it doesn't have, like, Ford has, as obviously he's doing metal, and by the looks of it, he did three. So, but if you do five, that's fine too. Sorry, Jared Bickmore, Pete 379 or Kenworth W9. I take the W9. Both of them. Let's be honest with you. Both of them have the front axle. The lazy front axle, so you need a big yard to swing them around. You know, it's like swinging an aircraft carrier around with them. Pretty much, you know, the hoods are a little bit different, but the cabs are almost identical, right? You got the same 14 inches between the seats, same spot on the shifter, same, you know, blah 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 blah. The P379 and the W9 are really not a whole lot different. There's cosmetically they are, but driving wise, I think the Pete gets a little bit better mileage than the W9, but they're both, let's face it, man, they're both bricks, right? You're not looking at a freaking Cascadia here or a Volvo here. It's like put both of these at the 379 and W9. It's like pushing a brick through the air. They're not exactly they're not exactly aerodynamic. You're not pulling 9.5 miles per gallon out of a W9. And if you tell me you are, I'm going to call you a liar. And I know for a fact you're not pulling 9 miles per gallon out of the 379. But you asked the question: if I had a choice, I've owned a W9. I've never owned a 379, but I've driven both. I'm really familiar with both. So I take the W9. I just like the look of W9. The W9 is a little more aggressive, and if you've got the cha-ching, right? If you got the cha-ching, you can dress up. I think it's just my opinion. I think you can dress up a W9 a little nicer than you can dress up a 379. Appreciate it. Hey, no worries, brother. No worries. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you up and running. Van Halen, Kiss, and Foghat. Woo! Okay, I've seen 2 out of the 3. I've never seen Foghat. I saw Kiss, and I'll be honest, Chris, I was disappointed. When Gene Simmons opens the show with "You wanted the best, you got the best," and then they go da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what, man? I was disappointed. I saw Kiss and Motley Crue open for them, and Crue blew them away. Sorry, Crue blew them away. Motley Crue blew Kiss out of the water. Now, I don't know. Maybe Kiss was having a bad night. If they were having an off show, maybe, I don't know. Van Halen, I got you. Eddie is the man. He is the GOAT, in my opinion. He is the GOAT. And I enjoy I've got Van Halen on my playlist. Roth and Hagar. I listen to both. Love both. I really enjoy when I'm in a mood. I like David Lee Roth. But I got no problem with Sammy Hagar. I was a fan of Sammy Hagar when he was solo, before he was in Van Halen anyway. So I'm good with that. Let's do a live one day. Cooley, you know what? My email is in here. It's wheelburnerexpress@gmail.com. Dude, you want to do a live? Drop me an email. Throw me an email with a phone number, or throw me an email with a contact where I can get a hold of you, or we can get back to, or we can talk. I got no problem with that whatsoever, man. None whatsoever. You want to talk trucking and talk numbers and talk business and just, remember, I'm a Canadian. Don't hold that against me, because I won't hold the fact that you're an American against you. But I still have to do business with the U.S. market. So yeah, you wanna do a live with me sometime, brother? Anytime you want. You just say the word. Time for some slip-on boots. Yeah, it might be, Johnny? Might be. Maybe something with a little Velcro. You think they make Kodiaks with Velcro? Foreigner, AC/DC, and Zeppelin. Oh, baby. Oh, God. Okay. I'll give you the Zeppelin, and I'll give you the AC/DC. The Foreigner, I have to be in the mood for it. I don't know. I gotta be in the mood for Foreigner. Like them, no, I'm not gonna say I love them, but I do like them. But AC/DC and Zeppelin, oh hell yeah, all day long. Again, probably every piece of music that AC/DC has is on my playlist, on one of my playlists, and of course Zeppelin. We can all sit here and say, well, I don't know if we can all say it, but Boomer, you're the same generation that I am. I guarantee you've probably done the Zeppelin marathon, right? Anybody that's my age or older, or maybe in that genre, you've done the Zeppelin marathon. You started with number one and gone right through them all, and woke up deaf. The Pete 567. What are you asking for? Do I like it? Yeah, I do. I don't mind the fight. I kind of like where Kenworth and Peterbilt are both going. Don't get me wrong. I like the 990. Again, it's a brick. I like the W9. Again, it's a brick. If I won the lottery and had $100 million, dude, there'd be a W9 sitting in my driveway with a studio on it, with a 330 wheelbase on it, and a fucking silver trim, blah, 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 blah. And because fuel and cost be damned, I wouldn't give a damn. But if I'm doing business, I want a T680. If it's a Kenworth, I want a T680. If it's a Peterbilt, I want a 567. If it's a Volvos are obviously very aerodynamic. Cascadias. I got a 2020 Cascadia that's still doing me better than 8.5 miles per gallon. It goes through the air like a goddamn bullet, right? It's still doing. Now, I know that the new trucks, the 23s, are all better than 9 miles per gallon. That's fine. I'm going to have to eventually trade up, or eventually trade this thing in. But it's still 8.5 or 8.2 to 8.5 miles per gallon. I'm still making money on that. I'm not gonna complain. ZZ Top, yeah, best trio of all time, my opinion. Well, no. Oh, wrong. No. Cream is the best trio of all time. Cream. Best trio of all time. ZZ Top. If Cream is right here, ZZ Top is like, can you see that? Like right there. Right there. Billy Gibson he's just not Clapton. You know what I'm saying? He's good, but he's not Clapton. I would have loved to seen Van Halen. I've seen them both. I've seen them with Roth, and I've seen them with Hager. Both were great shows. Eddie was in his prime in both. He really, really killed it in both. So I was really lucky I got a good show from both. Although the Hagar show went 2.5 hours, and the Roth show went, I think, an hour, just under 2. So I got more for my money's worth, because I think that the Hagar show, Van Halen with Hagar, I think, I'm trying to think back, but the price of tickets was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I like Van Halen with Roth. Me too. That is my go-to if I had to choose, but yeah. You look good, man. How's the vision? Well, I can see, for the most part, I can see my beard, thank God. But got a few little things to work out with the I can see for distance, I can drive, I got a few little things to work out, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I should be, like I said, I'm going to be back to work Sunday or Monday, hopefully. I saw them in 1978. I was young and had a blast. In 83, I saw twice. The Cure is on my playlist. Chris? Well, actually, The Cure is not that bad. The Cure. Not as long as it ain't Depeche Mode. Oh, of course I have. Yeah, we all have, Boomer. We all have. I'm with you on the W9s. I would love an old A model with the 3406 modern, but old body. I think would be sick, dude. You can get them. You know, you can. Well, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can get them in the States. There's what's the name of the company? There's a company up here about 200 miles from where I'm sitting right now, and they'll do it. They've got 3406 E models sitting in crates. And they will put that motor, and they will mate that motor up with a 2023 W9 and give you a glider. You know, dude, I'm going to tell you honestly, you're going to pay $365,000 for it. But if you've got the pockets, they've got the truck. I promise you. Rush is a great trio. Oh, Chris, come on. Rush is an awesome musically. Musically, they are a very talented band. Musically, until Geddy Lee opens his mouth and starts singing. I would rather listen to that cat scratch its freaking nails down the chalkboard than listen to Geddy Lee sing. Honest to God, don't do that. Neil Peart, best drummer, GOAT, greatest of all time, best drummer of all time. Arguably, but my opinion. Okay, awesome. Alex Lyston, I can't know if I'm pronouncing it. Alex Lyston, the guitar player for Rush, fantastic, very underrated guitarist. Geddy Lee, damn good bass player. Just shut up. You know, they needed a fourth. They needed a lead singer. Now, who am I? Because obviously everything I'm saying must be bullshit because A, they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Anybody want to talk to Dar? Hey.
Hi.
I'm live.
Oh.
Oh, you want to talk?
Okay.
Boomer's in here. She said hi. Who else is Mr. Misunderstood? Hey, Mr. He just walked in. Nice to see you. How's it going, Brian? And
know if you're back from work.
yeah, that's what it is. CCR, Chuck Berry, love the oldies too. Love it, Ford. Yeah, everybody's saying hi. You just taking a break?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time you coming home?
7:15.
I'm hungry.
I'm not making you food, dude. Sorry.
You guys hear that? My wife won't come. My wife won't go to work and then come home and make me a fucking dinner. Jesus Christ.
If anything, bitch, you should be making me something.
Oh, okay. Guard Dog's gonna have something to say about that. Johnny's gonna have something to say. Actually, he just did. He said we need a video call. Tolga says hi, Dar. Everybody's saying hello to Dar.
Okay, I'm letting you go.
Yeah. Okay, baby.
Did you hear back though?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you in a bit.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye. Here we go. That's how we do that. Yeah, whatever. What the hell? I love, hold on here. Boomer. Deep Purple gets an honorable mention. You know what? Deep Purple is another one of those bands, Boomer, that I kind of got to be in the mood for. I do like them. Great band, great music, but I just got to be, I got to driving. They're a good driving band. Like when you're in the truck or you're in the car, it's a good band to drive to. A lot of good songs to drive to. Karen, I love Zeppelin. Favorite song is Stairway to Heaven. Oh, well, that's a lot of people's favorite. It's probably obviously their biggest, but I don't know. I don't think I could. I don't think I can pick. I don't think I could nail it down to just one song for Zeppelin. Same with Stevie Ray Vaughan. I couldn't name just one Stevie Ray Vaughan song. Somebody said, "What's your favorite Stevie Ray song?" I couldn't do it. What's your favorite Zeppelin song? Couldn't do it. That's the problem. Mr. Misunderstood, nice to see you live, Brian and Dar. Actually, you're seeing me. Dar's at work, as you just found out. So, CCR, Chuck Berry did that one. Yeah, Ford, I love CCR. As I said earlier, I never got to see CCR, but I did get to see John Fogerty solo live. And of course, he did all of CCR's big hits. And, there's another guy that when Rolling Stone does its top 100 guitarists of all time, that guy is so underrated. So underrated. You go through CCR's entire musical library, that is an underrated guitarist right there. Really. Love John Fogerty. Guard Dog needs a video call. Well, I'll tell you what, Johnny, I'll give you her phone number. You have a fucking you have a video call with her. I agree with you, Dar. Thanks, Karen. Yeah, good to see you on my side. Sounds like my wife. Honest to God, Ford. Oh, there she is. She's here. She's on her break, so she's gonna pop in and say hello. Disturbed, Skinnerd, and Alabama. Disturbed, yes. Skinnerd, hell yes. Alabama, I don't have any of Alabama on my playlist, but I'd listen to it. It was one of those bands that was played around my house. Everybody knows the big ones by Alabama. Being a wife is absolutely different nowadays. Just get over it, folks. Don't expect a dinner. Dude, let me tell you, Tolga. I'm telling you. Love Stevie. Ford, we're on the same page with that one. Love Stevie. Now, and everybody's done this. So Ford, I'm going to ask you right now. If Stevie Ray was alive today, where do you think he'd have gone with the music? You think he'd have stayed to what he was doing, or do you think he'd have walked down the blues more or farther down the blues trail? Or do you think he may have housed it up and gone a little more with the rock? Where do you think I'm asking your opinion. If you love Stevie Ray Vaughan, then answer that question. I never listened to those old rock bands till I married Alan. Hey, who you calling old? Easy there. Butch, last weekend I worked 9 hours, came home to make myself chicken nuggets. Next day the house was clean and there was a ham dinner. I had expressed how pissed off I was. Hey, I cleaned the house and made her a ham dinner. What can I say? Thought she was working. Well, she's on her break. Ooh, I have 10 minutes left. Malcolm Young was the best rhythm guitarist of all time. I don't know. Nick, I'll say he's up there. Yes. Best rhythm guitarist of all time. I don't know. When you look at bands like you look at the Almonds, right? Dwayne and Greg, right? One played lead, one played rhythm, and that was some fucking good guitaring. Look at Skinnerd. At any given time on any song, listen to the live version of Freebird, and then go dig up. There's another live version I want you to listen to. If you're a true Leonard Skinnerd fan, you'll know the song. It's an old country song, and it's called Give Me a T for Texas. Skinnerd did it live, and listen to the blending of the guitars. At any time, there's three guitars playing all at the same time. And Nick, you'd have to sit there and pick it off. You can pick it off and listen to it. That's how good they were. Same with the Allman Brothers. You could play two guitars at the same time and know that there was two guitars playing at the same time, but they blended so well. Skinnerd did it almost better than the Allmans did. I would agree. Malcolm is with his brother Angus. Yes. Very, very, very good. Very, very good. Everyone said Alabama, roll on. Yeah, I can't be in the truck in the wintertime and listen to that song, Johnny. Right? Especially with all the kids. With all the kids I got. I read STH is Plant's least favorite song. Probably because it's just so overplayed. It was so overplayed and so oversang. You think about how many times that guy, even when he was solo, when they broke up, how many times Plantus actually sang that fucking song, you know? That's, you know. Me too, Karen. I'll have to catch up with you soon. Quinn Taylor, Kid Rock. Big old Bob Ritchie, Kid Rock. Now, there's a guy that I've seen, and I would pay big money to see him. And some of you guys are going to go, oh, go fuck yourself. Come on, whatever. You want to see a true musician? Go see Kid Rock. Okay. First of all, he put on a hell of a show. I don't know how long the show was. Dar and I went and saw. We were well over 2 hours. Was I big on the hip hop rap part of the show that he did? Not necessarily, but was it good? Entertaining? Okay, I could listen to it. And I was, I know all of it because I've known Kid. I've been watching or listening to Kid Rock for a long time. But it was the one point of the show. It was the one part of the show where the band just broke out into a jam. Okay, so Kid Rock was standing at the mic. And the band, there was no words, there was no lyrics, nothing for him to sing. The band just broke into a jam. So then he went over to his guitarist, his lead guitarist. In the middle of the jam, the guitarist stopped. Kid Rock comes in, takes the guitar, starts playing the jam, and then does a solo with the guitar. And then, I don't know, for how long? A couple of minutes, does like a 2-minute guitar solo. And he does it well, like really, really well. He then unstraps, hands the guitar off, doesn't miss a beat to the guitarist, goes over to the bassist. Same thing. The bassist unstraps. Right mid-song, Kid Rock takes the bass, plays along, and then does a 2-minute. He did it with every instrument in his band, including the keyboards, drums, bass, guitar, harp. What else? I think there were 6 instruments. He not only played along to the jam, he soloed on 6 different instruments, Quinn, and he did it well. Not like, okay, there's my solo. No, he soloed well and really well. And from there, it was like, okay, new respect for Kid Rock right there. And then when I've seen what he's done over the years with his donations and the charity work he's done and the shit that he's been up to, and the first one to tell Ticketmaster, go fuck yourselves, and he charges $25 to go see a concert now. Blah 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 blah. You gotta love Kid Rock, whether you like him or not. You gotta respect what he's doing. Don't work too hard, Dar. Who are you talking to? Full blues. You think he would have gone full blues, Nick? You think Stevie Ray would have gone full blues? I agree. I think, or at least he'd have walked down that path, which I would have been absolutely fine with. Absolutely fine with. No problem. Sorry, Dar. Maybe someday Brian will get it together. Maybe someday, but not today. I think a little bit of both, man. He was a musical genius. The best description of Stevie Ray Vaughan's guitar playing, and the best description I've ever heard, and I think was ever given, it was given by Eric Clapton, of all people. And it was the simplicity of, he doesn't, the music comes to him and flows through him. He doesn't have to think about it. It just happens. And the example Clapton gave was, when I'm playing my guitar, or when Buddy Guy is playing his guitar, or Steve Vai, or B.B. King, it doesn't matter what genre you're in. You can't continuously play. You play, and then you stop. You take a quick pause, and then you go again. Then you pause. Stevie Ray didn't do that. If you go back and you watch Stevie Ray Vaughan play, especially live, if the song ran for 12 minutes, he could play for 12 minutes uninterrupted, without a break, without a stop, no pause. Clapton can't do that. Buddy Guy can't do that. And these are great, right? Steve Vai can't do that. None of these guys can do that. Stevie Ray could. But you think a little bit of both. The man was a musical genius. I agree. What's going on, Chaos? How the hell are you? Hopefully you're not still sitting in traffic. Sexy beast. You're calling me. Look at that. Look at that. Chicken Hawk. I just got hard. Waiting for you. God damn, Mike. Where the hell you been? Nice to see you, man. Oh, God, it's organized. Yeah, I know, eh? Jesus Christ. Brian, I never listened to rock. I only listened to country and whatever's on the radio. Mother had only had country in the house. We were a well-blended family when it came to music. We could listen to, at any time could be anything in my house. Guard dog, I'm afraid to look at that. I really am. I don't know if I want to go look at that, but tell us what it is. Do you guys remember Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel? This is this is what's playing playing right now in the background. What was that movie that was from? The Graduate, right? Who was in the movie? Come on, guys. We know how old you fuckers are. Karen, you should know this. Johnny, you should know this. Chicken Hawk, you should know this. Who played in The Graduate? I should have asked you. My brother started bringing Kiss albums in the house, and my mom started smashing them all. Yeah, actually, my brother did the same thing, and my dad did the same thing, smashed them to bits. Oh my, the Chicken Hawk. Bobby is awesome. Kid Rock is really good. Kid Rock and Jason Aldean will be in concert, Ocala, Florida. Well, you can keep Jason Aldean. I'll go watch Kid Rock all day long, and hopefully Kid Rock's on first, so you can watch him and leave. I wouldn't pay money to see Jason Aldean. Sorry. What the hell is that? Neil Diamond ripped the radio out of the dash and threw it out the window. Come on, man. You don't want to listen to Forever in Blue Jeans? Come on. No, I agree with you, Ford. It's not on my playlist. It won't come out of my speakers. You'll never hear it in my house. Not happening. Johnny agrees. There we go. The Traveling Wilburys, nice band. I never was a fan of like the blended, especially when Bob Dylan would start singing. I'm not a Roy Orbison. Like, I wasn't a big fan of any of those guys. I hate to say it. I really wasn't. I'm not a big fan of any of them. Come on, Neil Diamond is good. He's good for fucking, he's good to put on the bottom of the toilet, to wrap the paper or whatever. That's about as good as he is yet. There are female performers from the past named Barbara Mandrell. Watch out for some of her concerts and watch what she does. Barbara Mandrell, when she was young, Tanya Tucker, when she was young, not hard to look at, brother. Not hard to look at. I could look at them. Hey, not bad to look at. Don't know. Actually, I didn't mind some of the music. Again, I had to listen to it because it was in my house. I just had a really good pre-cooked chicken from Metro. The new cook isn't afraid of salt. Hold on. Religiousness, faith, I buy those, and I'll buy a Caesar salad, right? So you buy the complete barbecue chicken, take it apart and put it on your Caesar salad, and buy a big, huge Caesar salad. Dude, that's dinner for me, right? That's dinner for me. Love that. 7Q, what's going on? How the hell are you? Good to see you. Not bad. Told you just tired last night. Royally sucked. Yeah. Chaos sat in a little traffic last night. Miss you too, Nick. There you go. There you go. Dustin Hoffman, Anne Bancroft, Catherine Ross, to name a few. Look at this. Karen knows her movies. Karen knows her movies. That movie was every teenager's dream, because I think that movie came out. I was young when that movie came out. Everybody wanted to have their own Mrs. Robinson, right? Because let's face it, guys, every single one of us, men here, I know there's some ladies here, but men, every single one of us had that friend that had a mom that was a Mrs. Robinson. We all had one, right? Mine was, well, I'm not going to say because one of her kids I'm still friends with could be watching. So, Party till the cows come home, sung by Chaos. You know what, man? Go back and sit in traffic. Hold on, here we go. Highway to Hell is always a good one to spin up. Yeah, Highway to Hell, you can't go wrong with that. Organized chaos trucker, my mate. I can always feel that. Why am I caring of my assets, less work in the future? And yes, this is an investment suggestion, despite most people say. Was Barbara Mandrell young ever? Yeah, she would have been back in the 60s. Damn, maple syrup tank wrecked and blocked both sides of the interstate. Yeah. Maple syrup, but at least it wasn't Canadian maple syrup. If it was Canadian maple syrup, you'd still be there because you couldn't you wouldn't have the standard cleanup crew go out and clean that up. Johnny, you don't know what I'm talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about, eh? You never had your Mrs. Robinson. I call bullshit on that, John. I call major bullshit on that. Unless, Johnny, maybe you had your Mr. Robinson. Hey, John. Hey, no phobias here. Maybe guard dog like the Mr. Robinson. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. I'm sure Johnny liked his Mrs. Robinson. What's the one in that movie, American Pie? Stifler's mom. And my generation, we had our Mrs. Robinsons. The next generation, like if I had a son, right? The next generation would be they didn't know what Mrs. Robinson was, but they all had their Stifler's mom from American Pie. Come on, everybody. I'm from Florida. No cute women around here. Well, not under the age of 75. No, not under the age of 75, Johnny. Sorry. Sounds like you know from experience. No, I know about the Mrs. Robinson. I don't know about the Mr. I'd even slide. I think I can even come in on the tail end of the generation of the Stifler's mom. Hey, if you can't appreciate a good Stifler's mom or a good Mrs. Robinson, then hey, you know what? You're having a bad week. You're having a bad time. And for the ladies in the house, I don't know. What do you compare that to? What do you compare that to? They didn't have like a Mr. Robinson movie. They didn't have like a Stifler's dad. What are you doing? What are you doing? If you're coming up, come up. If you're not, then Jennifer Coolidge. At the time, she was kind of pretty. Kinda? Man, your standards are too high if she's kinda. No, you are in the age of transgender. Dude, I don't care what you call yourself. Honestly, I don't care what you call yourself. Call yourself trans pet wipes. I don't give a shit. It makes no difference to me. But no, I ain't. Thanks for asking, though. Brian, look up David Allan Coe and listen to Itty Bitty Titty Song. Yeah, we've all heard the Itty Bitty Titty Song, Karen. We should actually look it up. We should play it now. If I do, though, it'll get struck. So, it's a good day. It is a good day. Johnny, are you rolling right now? If you're rolling right now, you should come to my place. You should come hang out. I'm going to be home till Sunday, so I'm going to be home for another 4 days. You should come hang out here, man. Don't worry about the Canadian border. I'll tell them who you are, right? We'll tell them who you are. Don't worry about it. They'll just slide you right through. Come on up. You got to come hang out. Yeah. Anyway, I am out, and I'm just about done. We're almost 2 hours here. Made you laugh? Yeah, well, thanks, Karen. I've needed a good laugh. I'll be honest with you. I have. I've needed a good laugh. I've had some good people calling me. I've had some good people keeping me laughing. I've had some good people keeping me rolling. Can't wait to get back to work. Can't wait to start doing more lives again. Probably I keep throwing these up in the middle of the day, but we'll start doing our evening lives again where we can get a little more ranting and raving. We had Angelina Jolie and Toombs rates about some Raymond. Dude, I got no problem rating Angelina Jolie. But Chaos, you got to remember, okay? You're much younger than me. Like Guard Dog, Chicken Hawk, all these guys are closer to my age. Take it easy, Tolga. When you think about like when we were kids, man, we were listening where we were watching like Farrah Fawcett, Catherine Bach, like Daisy Duke, Cheryl Ladd, Cheryl Teagues, early Suzanne Summers. Like these are the posters as a teenager that we had on our walls. I had Daisy Duke fucking plastered all over my bedroom when I was young. All over the place. Same with Cheryl Teagues, Cheryl Ladd, Suzanne Summers, and anything you could get any of these in a bathing suit, they were on the wall all day long. Early Pam Anderson. Not so much today, but early Pam Anderson, God, yeah. Holy fuck, yeah. Like Daisy Duke, Catherine Bach. Come on, Johnny. Catherine Bach? You telling me you wouldn't run over a room full of little old ladies in wheelchairs with your truck right now to get at Catherine Bach naked back in the 80s? Goddamn right you would, John. So would I. Brian Tampa, how the hell are you, man? Good to see you. And you'd run over a whole room full of little old ladies in wheelchairs to get at Catherine Bach too, even if you don't know who I'm talking about. Google Catherine Bach back in the 80s as the original Daisy Duke. You'd be running over little old ladies too. I promise you. There's not a single one of you in this room right now, or in this chat right now, that I wouldn't run over with my truck to get at Catherine Bach or Cheryl Ladd or Cheryl Teagues. Whew. Come on, man. Butch, Montgomery Gentry? No. Even if it's a good song, I won't listen to it. Can't do it. That's my own ignorance talking there. Sorry. Can't do it. Not happening. Now we got it all fucking, now we got it all worked out. We know where the bar is. I am willing to commit vehicular manslaughter for this level of nudity and sexuality. You couldn't run it. I can see you just fine, Johnny. I can see you just fine. I can see every single one of you just fine, motherfucker. Just fine. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to go Google Catherine Bach and spend a few minutes Googling. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm going to bugger off and go see what I can get into. I'm going to go play with my PlayStation 4 because I don't work for Spectre, and I can't afford a PlayStation 5 like Nick Earl can. And go clean and cook. Johnny, go fuck yourself. Oh, did I say that out loud? Damn. Oh wait, I thought you were leaving. I'll be here for sure. Oh yeah, whatever. I'm leaving. I'm out. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for shooting the shit. 21, thanks for popping in and saying hi. Appreciate you. Tolga, be good. Johnny, be good. Drive safe. Desktop only for gaming. Yeah, it's because you can put it on your. You only want the desktop only for gaming, so you can. Never mind. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Later. Thanks, man. Be good.